Miku fans are scary. So against my better judgment, I went to go and see colorfulstage the movie A Miku Who Can't Sing. Little did I know that the most hardcore Hatsune Miku fans were going to be there. Like, in Ireland, we don't do the whole dressing up to go and see a movie thing, Barbenheimer excluded. So when I saw like 5 Miku cosplayers as well as a bunch of plushies while I was going with my friends to find my seat, I felt like I had probably got into something that I wasn't prepared for. Like, there were people waiting for Hatsune Miku in the movie to talk to them directly. Also, it was Hatsune Miku's birthday. So yeah, it was going to be pretty intense.
Happy birthday, Miku!
I feel like everything is
From me, Jeremy.
So all I knew coming into this movie was that Hatsune Miku was a blue-haired girl from Fortnite? She was a digital performer who showed up on holograms for concerts, so when I see her in this movie jumping out of screens, I'm like, weird, but maybe that's just how the world works. Speaking of how the world works, not only is it normal for Hatsune Miku to jump out of screens, but for our wide cast of characters, it's expected. Except for this one blonde guy who actually responds normally to Miku crawling out of his TV like the girl from The Ring. So after about an hour of watching this movie, I finally figured out how this whole hologrammy thing worked. 1. The holograms are real and not some Barney the Dinosaur imagination thing. 2. These Mikus and other singers all live in a digital dimension called a sekai. 3. The real world band members can go into the sekai by logging into an account and failing the capture so it thinks they're a robot. Also, you're not supposed to be able to travel between sekais, but the Miku that can't sing can because she swims through the blockchain or something. And 4. Everyone can see this hologram Miku unless you are depressed or something. Also, every band member in the real world, at least that we see, has their own version of Miku in their sekai, so I guess this movie is like Hatsune Miku into the Mikoverse. So all this Miku who can't sing, who's dressed all in grey and has X's in her hair, is she's trying to reach out to these unmotivated, depressed people, but all she appears to them as is this glitchy sort of image. So she goes to seek help from real world band members to help her reach out to these people because their songs seem to can, because, they don't have to worry about bad Wi-Fi connection. So with my brain's fans turned on to gamer mode, I was trying so hard to piece together all of the narrative and the Mikoverse and the sekais and how it all worked one piece at a time. So, a sekai is a digital world where the bands practice their performances. They can take many forms, such as a classroom, an amusement park, a barren wasteland, or in the Miku Who Can't Sing cases, a Monsters Inc. factory, but instead of doors, it's windows, instead of screams, it's Reddit comments that are slowly fueling a gastric knot that will explode and destroy all Mikus from across the Mikoverse? Surely that won't happen. And to prevent that from happening, Miku needs to learn from the real-world band members how to sing her own song so that it can reach the people who need to hear it and stop the red comments flooding her sekai. The worst part is that it isn't finished, so she keeps singing the same part over and over and over and over and over. Yes, this will be on my Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year. No, I will not be taking any further questions. So the gastric knot goes boom, and Miku is erased from reality. I kept making a joke that Hatsune Miku was going to die during the movie, and then what do you know? Not only does the Miku die, but all Miku variants are wiped from existence. They find this out by searching up a Miku song, and there's no vocals on it. That's how gone Miku is. Like, you go to play Fortnite, skin isn't there. So in order to fulfill Miku's wishes as she's now dead, the real world band members go ahead and they finish, alter and perform their songs, and this is when the cinema audience went crazy. This part of the movie just turns into an actual concert, and me and my friends first started taking the piss by applauding songs, but I'm telling you, they went feral. There was a girl sat in front of me, and I'm pretty sure that she nearly figuratively passed away with how hype she got about a song that was in there. And there was like a part where like two anime boys point microphones at each other's mouths, and the way that she reacted, it might as well have been something else that they were pointing at each other's mouths. So as all the songs were going on, people were screaming, shouting, screeching, applauding, and there was even a point where people took out glow sticks and started doing this thingy with them, and I was like, well, this is incredible. This is a monumental moment in my life in terms of my cinema experience, you know? And when all was said and done, and I had kind of decided, hey, if you can't beat him, join him, someone in the audience started going, yippee! And then another one, and another one, and another one, and then someone, yelled out, wonderhoy, whatever that is. And they all just started vocal stimming everywhere. And I was so bewildered at what was going on. Like, I'm sure there was a reason for it or something, but God, just to see a hive mind in action is truly something else. Like, this went from, oh, cute, someone's dressed up as Miku, to, oh my gosh, I'm surrounded by cult members. So the movie ended happily ever after. Miku escapes from her toxic sekai and rebuilds a new one that's better, and she gets to sing one last song, the same song that she's been singing this whole damn time. And then she thanks you for watching, cut to credits, now we can go home, but I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I said, ooh, can't wait to see the post-credit scene. I was joking. There was a post-credit scene, and everyone went absolutely mental again because, I don't know, someone half-stepped into frame while Miku turns around and says, oh, I've been waiting for you for so long. Like, I'm pretty sure this is what it feels like to watch a Marvel movie for the first time, like today, to go to a cinema now, to watch a Marvel movie and get to the post-credit scene and have no clue what's going on. Everyone else is mental because Oobly Goobly Hero is going to be showing up in the next series of Thunderbolts 2 or something. Not only was there the Miku Will Return post-credit scene, but after that, there was a whole 3D rendered concert from Miku singing all the greatest hits that you had just heard in that movie, and it was actually really, really fun. Like, I just decided, you know what, screw it. I took out my phone torch and I started joining in with the glow sticks as best as I could. It was so much fun. I get the hype now. I understand. It's fun. It's fun to throw lights around while an AI voice is singing. This whole experience was fucking transcendent. It was really fun. At the start, everyone was trying to balance expressing their undying love for this blue-haired girl that was going to sing him a song, but they were also trying to figure out, cinema etiquette, don't scream out loud, just watch the movie, don't disturb others' watching experience. And it was kind of me and my friends that sort of crossed that line and were, taking the piss and being like, oh my gosh, it's Miku! And then people started shouting out, Miku! And then everyone started singing along to songs and screaming and shouting the whatever responses there were supposed to be. And it just kind of went into anarchy. Like, the cinema staff had no idea what was going on. It's kind of like Chicken Jockey from the Minecraft movie. But yeah, once we'd kind of opened the floodgate, crossed that line, there were glow sticks going, everyone's going full throttle. There was plushies, there was everything. And once again, I kind of feel bad about taking the piss because I'm pretty sure I had convinced at least a significant part of the audience that 3D rendered concert at the end, I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually Miku! Which, can someone explain, what does that really mean if it's actually Miku? Because it was on the screen and it was 3D rendered Miku. I don't know what a real Miku is. Is Miku real? Am I real? But anyways, they ended up yelling at her happy birthday and she just stood there blankly because it's a movie. It's been recorded. She's not responding. Am I a Miku fan? No. Are you a Miku fan? If so, I have this serial code which I'm gonna type up on the screen there now. Pause the video. Get it. It's some tie-in to the movie in the game colorfulstage. So if you want that, good job. But sorry, the important part is, if there's something out there that you love And there are events that you can go to that bring people together that share that same interest that other people think is like a bit out there. Go for it. Because while I had no clue what was going on, it was so wholesome to see each and every one of those Miku fans interacting with each other. And just how excited they got about people who finally understood them. Also, they were really into yaoi for some reason, but you know what? It kind of comes with the territory, I guess. Love your anime boys kissing, love your Miku songs, love yourself. Alright, that's all.